London-based German photographer Roland Biermann works with a variety of media, combining photography, film, sculpture, and installation to create new forms.
Galerie du Monde is currently presenting a solo exhibition of his work that consists of monochrome photographs from his Apparition and Snow and Concrete series, as well as his 2004 video work, White Cube, White Wall. Here is a taster.
It's actually quite a long process to come up with the picture as you see it on the wall. It usually starts with an idea of what I want to do, and then I start materializing it by doing a few drawings, etc. And they get more and more realistic, if you want, and by the time I pick up the camera, I have a very clear idea of what I want to do. And so in many ways I probably work more like a 1970s low-budget film producer than your typical 21st century photo artist.
Roland Biermann has worked very powerfully with color, as in his Ophelia photo series, but it's his monochrome works that are the focus of transformations at Galerie du Monde. In both color and monochrome works, he emphasizes contrasts, light against dark, the natural against the man-made, motion against stasis, reality against spirituality. Reducing his palette to monochrome or very limited color range allows him to emphasize those contrasts. For his Apparition series, contrasting the soft and vulnerable human body with industrial backgrounds, he used a silver gelatin printing process to maintain the richness of the blacks. Some of the works in his Snow and Concrete series are created with a combination of fused glass and digital printing techniques, giving them an almost three-dimensional appearance. Here, his subject is a naturally produced material, snow, against the backdrop of a man-made structure, an underground car park. On one level, the images capture a natural melting process, but there are other layers of meaning.
Sometimes they're also arranged in the opposite way, so that you think the snow rebuilds itself from, a very small structure or sculpture to its big initial state. In part it's about the idea of life fading away or passing away, but in the larger sense it's also about the cyclical, that things happen again and come again.
The cyclical nature of events is a particular interest. It's an idea on which he expanded in his 2014 video work White Cube, White Wall, a trilogy of films that all have similar formal approaches but very different meanings. All three, in one way or another, reference the contrast between freedom of movement and man-made borders.
White Cube, White Wall Part 1, which I shot in 2014, references the fall of the Berlin Wall. So the wall disappears, but you see this like big stack of cubes at the very end, which you had at the beginning. So that suggests that history can repeat itself and does repeat itself. Part 2 is more about the phenomenon that more and more people build walls around themselves, which is an effect of the social media on society and the individual, but also other reasons. And part 3, which I only finished a few weeks ago, is more about the idea of inclusion versus exclusion, the whole migrant crisis of recent years. So the whole 3 films taken together as a trilogy, I hope, explore some major shifts and changes in society over the last 25 years.